Hey folks, you'll be able to see us in just 1 second.
Technical difficulties.
Stick with us. There we
Hey,
are.
the fade in.
What a
Oh, good.
nice fade in. It's blight.
There we go.
Ah!
Ah!
There we go. That's a little better.
Okay, guys. So I know we said we were going to be live on Saturday, but we were at Dance Nationals in Arkansas, and
We just didn't sleep.
we were literally at dance stuff from morning until so late at night that we went back to the hotel room and literally crashed.
So it was very convenient that at least the hotel room and the convention center were connected. That way
Yes.
we didn't have to do a lot of driving back and forth. That's always
That was so
always
nice.
helpful. And
Yes.
so literally just went back to the room to breathe for a little bit in between things. But awesome weekend. Studio did great.
They did.
Great first nationals experience for us.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry about Saturday, but we're here today, and because of being gone the whole weekend, we didn't get any movies watched, but the one we're about to talk about. So we really wouldn't have had anything to talk about Saturday anyway, because we didn't have time to watch anything. So, today's movie.
It is going to be Jarhead from 2005. The lead in this one is Jake Gyllenhaal. And Jamie Foxx is also in this one, and I can't remember who the other actors are, but those are the two big ones. And it focuses on a guy who decides to join the Marines. This is during Desert Shield and Desert Storm, and so there's a lot of focus of them obviously being out in the desert. And this is not like Saving Private Ryan. It's not like Full Metal Jacket or some other war movie like Black Hawk Down, where it's just packed with action. Or recently we watched 13 Hours, and we talked about in one of our last episodes, it was just, pretty nonstop action. This one's a little bit different, and
This one's more the psychological effect of
absolutely
war and just being in the military at all.
and being there and constantly training, and just being prepared. And you're out in the middle of the desert. He talks about hydrating a lot, and I'm sure they have to drink so much water out there just to keep up with the harsh environment. And there's one scene in there where it shows them playing football in their chemical warfare gear. So they got masks on. Not all of them work. And I actually watched a couple of former military comment on this video and saying what's realistic or not, and they said, yeah, sometimes the stuff just doesn't work. You have to replace gear because it wears out, and sometimes it can be extremely boring, so they find things to do like play football out there just in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. A lot of language. A lot of language.
Yeah.
So do not watch this with anyone under 17. It's a lot of language, a lot of sexual kind of talk,
both explicit
stuff.
and non-explicit. There's a boot camp portion to this, as there is with a lot of military movies, and there's in a lot of that, you've got the drill sergeant talking to the new recruits, and I think many are familiar with Full Metal Jacket, with that scene with Private Pyle and Joker, and the drill sergeant, famously played by R. Lee Ermey, I think is his name, the late R. Lee. So there is some of this in this movie as well, and some of the former military were commenting on this, and they're saying, yeah, that's about right. And I think there was a Green Beret that was saying, the Marines are just weird. I guess they're Marines for a reason, and they go through a tough boot camp to just kind of filter out the ones that aren't going to make it.
I think the only branch of the military that's seen as harsher than that is the SEALs.
Probably, yeah. And yep, each special ops has their own purpose. Green Berets have their own purpose, and
We're not seeing comments.
Marines have their purpose. Let's see, where do we go here? I'm not seeing it. Where did it go?
We're trying to see if you guys are commenting because we're not seeing the comment screen.
What happens if we do this? Okay. Well, that's not it. Anything else notable about the movie that you
I honestly haven't finished the movie, and I don't remember ever seeing it. I know you've seen it in the past, but per typical for me, I fell asleep while he was watching it. So I have not seen it all. But from what I've seen, it definitely is more of a psychological type aspect.
And there is this one portion. So he makes it into the Marine sniper team, small teams unit, and he finally has an opportunity and approval to take out a target. And then at the last minute, he's told by his commanding officer no. And so, can you imagine about to execute the thing that you've been training for your entire military career and just told to stop because in this particular situation, instead of using the sniper to take the target out, they were going to bomb the location. So yeah, I guess that the former military that I've commented on that says that was pretty realistic also. What I found interesting is that the thing that they did mention is the mustache on the drill sergeant. They were surprised to see that. I guess the drill sergeants are typically have zero facial hair whatsoever, clean shaven and all, and they've all got the as the name goes, the Jarhead haircut. I forget what they call it. High and tight, I guess they may have called it. Yeah, Phil had that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think it's a great movie. It covers a different aspect of
military life,
military and war compared to other movies that kind of go over the war itself. But this is kind of the day in the life of a soldier in
the things that they fear, the things that they're unsure about going on at home.
Oh my word, I can't imagine the stress. And they said that they were saying that stuff is pretty realistic also, and so unfortunate obviously, but
yeah,
harsh reality of that. So we certainly appreciate all our servicemen and all the sacrifices that they put for our country. And
as we go into the 4th of July on Friday, celebrating our Independence Day.
Happy Treason Day.
Thanks, troops out there, if you're watching.
Absolutely.
We appreciate your service.
Yeah. So I would check out this movie, just with discretion. Watch who you're watching this around.
What tiny ears will be listening.
Yeah.
It's not appropriate.
Yeah. But I think it's a excellent film. And Jake Gyllenhaal, we've watched several of his films, and he's a pretty well-rounded actor.
He's a great actor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
very talented.
A scene in there where he breaks down. There was a guy, I think you saw this. There was a guy that was cooking sausages.
That blew up his tent.
And set the thing on fire, and then it was
they got in a big fight over it, and
supposed to be Swafford's, Jake Gyllenhaal's character, his watch, and then he got in trouble because of it, and so he almost lost it. And maybe you saw that part. He got
demoted. They took away his promotion.
Demoted him to private, and because he was aiming his rifle at the guy, and poor guy was shaking in his boots.
I would have been too, to be honest. A psycho raising his gun at me.
Got all off his rocker. So, check this movie out if you haven't already.
Did you rate it? I don't feel like I can rate it because I didn't watch all of it.
I'll give it 8.5.
Okay.
Pretty strong film. It's just a different kind of war movie. So this has been a good month for war movies.
Even though we only got 10 in. Sorry, guys. we had a slow month this time.
It can maybe count as 20 because some of those were Lord of the Rings.
True. Dude, so the Lord of the Ring movies did take twice as long. You're right.
Long
we could have squeezed in a few more movies had we not watched those. But those were so good.
They are really good. Terrific movies.
Yes. So, July. We're coming into July.
Is this the
Our
reveal?
new theme.
The reveal for the theme? Okay, good.
Revealing, because it's July 1st today, I think, right?
What's that spot on the monitor? There is a spot. What is that? Is it a pixel going out on my monitor?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
It's no. So maybe you won't see it, but we see it.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh,
It was whatever you clicked.
okay.
Christmas in July.
Yay.
I'm excited. We
think
went
our-
from war to Christmas.
I think our pastor likes Christmas in July.
I
doesn't
love
he?
Christmas in July.
Didn't we do that
Who
last year?
doesn't love? It's hotter than Hades outside,
So,
and we get to watch snow.
so I guess we need to think about snow to make us feel a little
Yeah.
more comfortable, perhaps.
Yes. So we need all the suggestions for Christmas movies in July, and if they're streaming on Prime,
or
Netflix, Disney, Tubi, Freevee, any of the free things, definitely put that in the comments because, that's what we go for first.
Yep.
Try to help you and us save some money. Throw it in the comments and we will give them a watch, even if they're Hallmarky.
We love the suggestions. It takes us to movies that we would not pick usually, and so
And tell us why they're your favorite. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, it's been nice to branch out and not stick to
has.
the same genres because we watch them together and we talk about them. And that's why we formed this channel anyway. We just talk about it for fun, and not professional critics. We would fall under the popcorn-o-meter or whatever.
Popcorn.
Audience meter, popcorn, whatever the
We
tomato.
should start eating. Oh, I never
tomato
pied you in the
meter.
face. That's
No,
coming.
Never pie me.
We've been busy. He is going to get pied in the face
She remembered, I guess.
for his phone.
Yeah.
But we do have one more war movie that we are planning to watch. We rented it from the library because
good
we've
one.
both been really wanting to watch it. So that is going to be a holdover that we'll talk about on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we'll have some Christmas movies too. I'm excited. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, and
Smash
dang,
the notification bell.
dong it. Whatever. And we will... Do we have a Friday fave?
Not one ready yet. So surprise, we'll see if one comes up or not.
But we'll be live on Saturday. Should be able to be on at our normal time of 2 o'clock. So plan on it. Be there. Comment. Log in. Tell your friends. All the things.
All the things. Thank you for joining us this episode, guys. And
We'll see you later.
Until next time.
Bye.